The AfCFTA agreement's implementation, it's front and center of what we do at the Secretariat, and more so it's front and center when it comes to the target and focus of our members. As we speak today, we are having 49 countries that have ratified the agreement, and this means these countries are en route to implementing this particular agreement. Now, it's a very significant moment for the continent because it has never been in the history of this continent to have close to total majority of African countries agreeing to an economic instrument that effectively liberalizes the market. What this means is that our business people, our farmers, will now have an opportunity to scale up their production. Those in investment will have now the opportunity to invest because the opportunities are vast and wide. And this is a very important moment. And of course, we are going to begin to see foreign companies beginning to trade across different countries. Of course, that means today Ethiopian companies under the AfCFTA legal framework will be in a position to invest in other countries, to establish presence in other countries. So it's a very important opportunity for creation of jobs, not only within countries, but in other countries as well. And really, it's a great leveler. As we say, the AfCFTA, it is this big, let's say, tide that lifts all boats. First of all, by 2050, a third of youths will be in Africa. What that means is that we need to create jobs for these young people. Without the AfCFTA, the question is, how would we do it? Because for you to create jobs, it means there is production of goods and services. The production of goods and services cannot only be for a local or domestic consumption in order to address these jobs, let's say, deficits we would have by 2050 if we don't make the AfCFTA work. And therefore, the AfCFTA comes in very timely to close that gap, to give countries an opportunity, businesses opportunity to invest, and therefore to create jobs, decent jobs, not just jobs, not the sweatshops, but jobs that actually count, jobs that will increase the living standards of African countries. I would give just a scenario here where, for example, under the Guided Trade Initiative, which is an initiative that our members instituted, of course, we have now halted that initiative and mainstreamed its goals and its mission within the work of the AfCFTA Secretariat and the work of our members collectively. But under that particular Guided Trade Initiative, we began to see businesses exporting their products to other countries. Now, what does that mean? It means the manufacturing is going up high, people are getting jobs and getting hired at the manufacturing level. It also means that services suppliers, whether you are lawyers, whether you are in the logistics, transport, name them, all the entities, businesses and people that are involved in facilitating the movement of goods, all of them are getting something out of it. Again, it is the creation of jobs within a country and of course outside of the country, because once this product is exported to another country, the same services are provided. So this is very important, and we had a very good case study that I can share with you, whereby one of the businesses that was based in Rwanda was able to export tea to Ghana, and as a cross-border let's say export of goods, but at the same time being part of the investments that that business made. So this is very important because at the end of the day, it is jobs being created. Now, that means the government means business. It means the government is launching itself out to find ways to put in place systems, institutions, and otherwise to make sure that there is implementation of this particular agreement. A number of elements that were covered and that are covered in that particular strategy include, amongst others, how do we ensure that incentives are provided to the young people for them to be able not only to be producing for local consumption, but also for export markets within the continent. Now, of course, that is the highest level of commitment any government can actually provide, in terms of the AfCFTA implementation. So again, we are here in Addis. We look at the transformations under the Honorable Prime Minister's leadership. Is amazing. And again, just imagine all of these things that we're seeing, the evolutions and the developments here. These are skills that can actually earn foreign currency for Ethiopia in other African countries. And again, the AfCFTA opens that market, and again, both in the goods market as well as the services market. So really, I look at it and I say the government means business, and again, the government has been a very strong supporter of the work that we are doing and what the AfCFTA stands for.